The Prolific Experience is the event infused with the poetry, music, and soul that you've been looking for. Purchase your advance tickets for your experience at theprolificexperience.com.
My life, my story, and maybe even your story too. My life, my story. Page after page, and day after day after day, I get up on this stage called life. But there's no script to read that leads and teaches you how to deal with the strife that comes with the task of the mask when living in forgiveness every day. My story. Forgiving myself for a need to put on the mask when all I ask is to be the very best that I can be. But you see, I can't see her. All I see is the trauma from your trauma, which was inflicted upon me when I was only 7 or was it 8? But their prayers would negate the effects of your trauma because I had a praying mama and grandmama. Praying for my past, my present, and my future. My life, my story. Pretending to be okay when I'm not, whether it's being strong when your significant other has accepted the advances of another, or is it making things work while making ends meet, even though your joints are crying, oil, from burning the midnight oil, tending the soil of your heart, your dreams, your hurts, planting new seeds of life to combat the strife of what others need and say they need you to be. You've always been strong, so you just gotta hold on. People watching, there ain't no time to stop, because you're the example of being the one to live in forgiveness every day. My life, my story. Being kind enough to yourself for missing the mark by staying in the darkness of the mask behind losing a baby, a family member, or even yourself. My life, my story. Day to day, my life. The page every day on the stage, wearing the mask of the darkness of who I used to be. But I'm saying hello to the new me. I'm sharing my life, my story, my story, my story. Yeah. My life, my story. Y'all, let me stop for a second. I want to thank you, my sister. Back in Jazzy Blue days, when the first time I ever got up on the stage, I mean, my knees was trembling. You know, I don't have much cartilage in my knees anyway, so they was cracking when I was getting up there. But I just want to thank you for believing in me. Whenever I'm uncertain of my voice, you said, girl, you got it. Thank you. So this piece I'm going to do is called The System and Its Policies. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and apologize in advance. There are 3 words that might not be so holy. I don't need any music for this one. I went to go visit my brother, attempted to go visit my brother in prison last weekend. And because of my carelessness and I wasn't being mindful, my daddy told me, he reminded me to go get my ID. And I said, I just swore I had it because I got it. But I did have it. And when I got there, I was distraught. Like, I blacked out, okay? Like, I saw red, then I saw black, and then I just wanted to push the trash can over with my feet. I'm a teacher, and I teach elementary students about mindfulness. I wasn't being mindful that day. Like, seriously, I actually felt how they felt. And I have a sister who's 16 who was with me. I couldn't traumatize her that way. She'd never seen anything like that. Not from me. I'm sissy. So I had to, my dad, my stepmom had to take me to a local McDonald's so I could just sit. I mean, I cried, like that cry when, like, your eyes are crying, your nose is crying. I was crying so bad that my glasses were fogging up because I felt like I had disappointed them. I hadn't seen them in like 2 years. And I had to take care of myself so that my family wouldn't feel the energy that I was giving out. They didn't deserve that. So it's called the system and its policies. 3-word pass, please. Anger, hurt, pain, frustration, tears, cries, sobs, wails. I'm mad as hell. I'm gonna punch you in your motherfucking face. You lying piece of shit. Sergeant on duty, you're such a system. Talking over me as I explain the ID policy number 16.1 I found on your website, which clearly states that each visitor 18 years of age and above shall be required to show proof of identification with driver's license or a photo ID. I have a photo ID and proof of the same social security number that your facility required to apply to visit my loved one, but the system can't hear me for its own voice. The system says the policy is changed and they are working to get it updated on the website. But what about today? Just as quickly as incriminating evidence can be removed from the internet to protect those who create policies and systems while keeping others powerless, bound, broken, disenfranchised, disconnected, and in check. Why can't the system remove old policies from the public eye to prevent confusion? Or is that just another way to keep those affected by these systems confused? Is it possible that things wouldn't be so bad if the policies couldn't change in the blink of an eye or before the pen dries? The power that you're exercising right now to enforce an outdated policy is preventing me from seeing my brother during this pivotal moment in his life. He's about to hear a dreary tune that will never leave his mind while serving this time. Time for a body that no longer breathes or walks the earth in physical form. I want to be there for him. My presence has healing powers because I carry the Spirit of God within me. I just want to be there. I want to give you a reassuring look. I want you to feel the warmth in my eyes that reflects the word that weeping shall endure for a night, but joy surely cometh in the morning. Now, I'm not sure which morning you will wake up no longer mourning for a love you once shared with a soul who didn't know how to love you the way you deserved to experience it. Although I don't know everything that's taken place in your life, I do know that you were raised in a maternal household of systems and policies that never gave you a chance to be free. Free to be you. Free to feel real love without the fear of being suffocated by an overwhelming dark possessiveness masked by the promise of unconditional love for a complicated, fair-skinned maiden. Another broken system. I give you love and you owe me in return. No matter how I demonstrate my love for you or how it makes you feel in return. Pokes, prods, aggression, overstimulation, constant nagging, taking, pushing, assuming. She knows your buttons, so she pushes them. Instead of developing boundaries and safe words, she uses your boundaries as double Dutch ropes, playing with your heart, your mind, your emotions. Her actions simulate a familiar comfort from your maternal household, the broken system, where freedom is not an option. This time it's called codependence. and forsaking all others. Taking all that you have, be it time, energy, money, joy, peace, love, and the connection to the outside world. That's what the system does. Takes, paralyzes, mandates, and emphasizes the power that the policies have over you. Never does it authentically investigate the situation on what brought you to this position. The system doesn't catch a glimpse of the rusty steak knife behind her back, the sweet venom hidden behind the fair-skinned maiden's fangs. It only sees the dark hue of your skin and the box that they deem fit for you. The broken system. After seeing the two of you together in summer of 2013, I told her that if she loves you, she'd leave you alone or love you the way you deserved, without strife and drama. Her presence evoked drama because she didn't know how to love without hurt. Brother, seeing the bruises on the both of you, the brokenness in your eyes, and feeling the weight of your spirit, let me know that trouble would always be in your rearview mirror if you didn't create a way of escape from the system. I pleaded with her to let him go, to let you go, that you could live. But the back and forth and the back and forth and the back and forth and backwards ways was a routine that the system would soon get tired of and bring about change on their own, diminishing our communication through a mere telephone. The system and its policies. Thank you. That was the first time that I ever performed this publicly. So thank you all for being, creating a safe space for me to share.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh yeah. Where did I go? I looked in the mirror the other day and didn't recognize the woman that looked me dead in my eyes. Hold on, pause. We gotta go back. That's not the right one. It should be just a moment. Thank you. I felt the vibe, and it wasn't on the right but okay, so this is a good segue. So the next three pieces are part of a trilogy called Living Life, Loving Me. Has anybody ever been lost in just forgot who you were,
Amen.
forgot what you should have been doing, right? I lost myself in relationships, and it took me like maybe 10 years to really get back to the person that God has called and ordained me to be. And thank you all for being part of this journey with me. Where did I go? I looked in the mirror the other day and didn't recognize the woman that looked me dead in my eyes. Where did I go? Because day after day I did the same thing from sun up to sundown without taking the time to really see me. Where did I go? I was a chameleon blending in with the background, deciding I did is different from the rest, but yo, this was a test. A test to see if I would be true or be the truth. Where did I go? I was an active member of my community, giving the gifts that my ancestors gave, like time, talents, love, encouragement, and sacrifice. Hey, I was confident I was on my grind, doing my thing, like making plans and following through. You could hear the clickety-clack of my heels as they hit the pavement because I was out here making things happen. But what happened? Where did I go? That is when my bubbly personality seemed to turn into a fizzle. Like when you've gotten to the last half of a 2-liter bottle of Sprite and that thing is just about flat. I got lost in love with the idea of love when I forgot to love me first. You see, true love with another is impossible if you don't love you first. What happened to looking in the mirror to see that I needed to touch up my eyebrows as I applied my makeup to enhance my outer beauty? Where did I go? those things because I was in a hurry to love or be in love, and I forgot to love me first, boo. I used to wake up early in the morning to spend time with the lover of my soul, which made me whole. Praising, worshiping, meditating, and fasting to allow the Lord to love on me through song, His word, and His presence. Hey, where did I go, 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 go? I even stepped up the completeness from working out to improve my girl's figure. Taking care of me, taking the care of the God in me. Did I get lost in what I thought you wanted me to be or do and lost sight of the He in me? I stopped doing me to please you. Scale back on my leadership and involvement in the church to make time for you or us. What did I do that for? Because you see, you're not the one who provides for my soul with a gentle whisper. Trust in me with all that heart. Lean not on your own understanding. All thy ways acknowledge me, and I shall direct your path. Hey, where did I go, go, go? It's coming back to me now. I lost sight of Him, who I am because of Him, what I can do because of Him, and where I am going because of Him. Thank you. So after I realized, I was like, where did I go? I had to figure out, the one that you were playing first, where I'm going. Because it says, the word says to write a vision and make it plain, right? So I had to sit with that and figure out where I was going. Where I'm going, where I'm going. I'm moving past mere survival so I can live my life full of purpose. Enlarging my territory, which I'm told is going to grow beyond belief. Where I'm going, I'm on my journey to my reawakening. I'm taking my life, my power, strength, and authority back. Because my courage from within is activated by His sword. A lamp unto my feet and a light unto my pathway. To show me where I'm going, I'm reviewing my evidence map along this Vancouver journey. Back to the me where my life made sense. Because of whose I was, who I am, and all that I shall be. Where I'm going, I'm analyzing my GPS history down to every absolute location on my Google Maps printout because I gotta figure this thing out. I've even synchronized God's eyes on a sparrow hand to yield my current latitude and longitude right here with you. Where I'm going. $200. More like collecting knowledge, wisdom, and the understanding that I'm blessed just to be here. I'm blessed just to be here in the land of the living, and I've got another chance to testify. Where I'm going, recalculating to my destination without hesitation. Top down, rocks spinning in the air. I collect each Fabergé egg along my takeover journey. Where I'm going, I'm living my life with my eyes wide open, learning from my past, saying the truth of who I am, using my God knowledge. While seeking guidance from the big giver, leading my way through these streets where we're making things happen. Where I'm going, I'm tending to the soil, picking and pruning the things in my heart, body, and soul. Planting seeds of life within, spreading them like pollen to yield a plentiful harvest. A family restoration where mothers, fathers, and children can tend the soil of their land. Where I'm going, I have been warned that this song, this next poem must be done right. It's very impactful. So after I figured out that I was lost and And then, oh, okay, I'm lost, but I have a vision. And it's not just my vision, but it's the vision that God has given me. And once you have the vision that God has given you, when you stumble, when you fall, or when you even may just lose your way and get lost again, you still have to affirm who you know that you are because of what His Word says. This one's called I Am. Oh, yeah, 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 I am light. Light that lights the pathway to the truth and God within us all. I am smiles. Smiles that brighten up your day like a beautiful sunset cascading across the everlasting sea. I am hugs. Sweet hugs that engulf you like a tsunami of love overtaking your breath. I am life. Life like the excitement all at the beginning of all your hopes and dreams and desires as they take flight. I am hope. Hope of my ancestors and my Father God and my ability to stay focused and connected to my divine source and purpose for living. Hey. I am Queen Savanah Sonshine, baby. Standing tall on my throne, built by my ancestors, gazing in awe of our inherited territory. I am power necessary to obey my Heavenly Father's guidance by taking up my cross and living purposefully for Him. I am courage necessary to wait upon the Lord in His timing to manifest miracles of change within me. I am wisdom from God to receive and hide His word in my heart and apply it to demonstrate my understanding. I am peace that goes beyond the understanding of when and how my purpose will be fulfilled within Him. I am vibrations greater than 432 hertz, manifesting miracles, invoking healing powers, and emitting positive, plush, good vibes. I am more than this pen can write, more than these fingers can type, more than my eyes, your eyes can see. I'm so sorry it wasn't like that. Hallelujah. I am. So when you wake up in the morning, make sure that you affirm who you are. I'm telling you, when I was walking before I even walked into the building, guys, I was in my truck trying to finish the touches on my makeup. And I couldn't even put my eyeliner on because my fingers was doing like this. And I've never even done that before. But I had to stop and I had to affirm who I was in the mirror. So don't ever be discouraged. Continue to have hope. I have an organization called Hope Eternally, which stands for helping other people to evolve eternally. Legacy building. And the fact that I came up with it when my mother was experiencing breast cancer. And I had to sit with my mama. And while I was sitting with my mama, I was like, there's something within me that I have to share. And I had to give my mama hope to know that she can make it, and look at her, she's here. And then the legacy, so the Jackson Winley legacy, and then the Nifley legacy. My family, if anybody knows any of the Nifleys, we are a musical family. playing piano, playing the flute, singing for God. And I don't play no more. But all I want to do is sing to give God glory. Any word that comes from my mouth, any action that exudes from my body, I want it to honor God and give Him glory. So thank you all for being a part of my journey. Follow me on Instagram, Hope Eternally, Queen Savanah Sonshine, not S-U-N, but S-O-N, Shine. Thank you all.
The Prolific Experience is the event infused with poetry, music, and soul that you've been looking for. Purchase your advance tickets for your experience at The Prolific Experience